at your collection. 300 Pokémon, and they are not equal. The Rattata from Route 1, anyone can catch one, unless you'd hand it to a stranger without thinking. The shiny Charizard took 400 eggs, and Mew, there's exactly one, and half the region doesn't believe it exists. If the Rattata gets loose, nothing happens. If Mew leaks, it's copied across every server by morning, and it is never rare again. So before you guard anything, you sort. Anyone can see. Friends. Only. Your eyes only. One of a kind. That's data classification. You can't protect everything equally, so you decide what deserves the strongest protection first, and everything that follows keys off that label. Now look at where they live, because every Pokemon you own is always in one of 3 places. Most of them sleep in the storage boxes, stacked and waiting. Some are on the trade line right now, moving through the cable between you and a friend 3 towns away. And one is out in front of you, in battle, doing its job, stored, moving, working. The real names: data at rest, data in transit, data in use, and each state gets robbed in its own way, so each state gets its own lock. The thief who cracks the storage system never battles you. He copies boxes while they sleep, so the boxes are scrambled without your key. And a stolen box, without that key, is a box of static. The thief on the trade line taps the cable and reads your trade mid-flight. So the trade travels sealed. Capsule closed at your end, open at your friend's end, unreadable anywhere in between. But the one in battle, that one is hard. It's out. It has to be out to fight. You can't battle from inside a sealed ball. Working data is exposed data, so the rule is ruthless. Bring it out only for the fight, only in front of the one trainer who needs it, and put it back the second the fight ends. Stored, you scramble. Moving, you seal. Working, you minimize. But locks are not the only trick, because sometimes you have to show a Pokemon without giving it away. Think of the silhouette game. A black shape on a screen. Everyone can play, everyone can work with it, and nobody walking past the screen has captured anything, because the shape is not the Pokemon. That's masking. Show only the sliver that's needed, the outline, the last 4 digits, and keep the rest dark, permanently, with no way to rebuild the whole from the part. Now go further. There's a move where a Pokemon slips behind a doll, a stand-in that takes every hit while the real one is untouched behind it. Do that with your Charizard. Send the doll out to the risky place and keep the real one locked in the vault. Everyone interacting with the doll gets exactly what they need. A thief who steals the doll has stolen a doll. It points to nothing, unlocks nothing, is worth nothing on its own. That's tokenization. A worthless stand-in circulates. The real thing never leaves the vault, and only the vault can swap one for the other. Keep the 3 apart, because they get confused constantly. Scrambling is reversible. The right key brings the real thing back. Masking is one way. The sliver never becomes the whole. Tokenization is substitution. The real thing still exists, whole and untouched, somewhere safer. Now watch what happens when someone tries to walk Mew out the door. They drop it into a trade window, and the system refuses. Not because a guard felt suspicious, because Mew carries a flag. This one never leaves. The storage system reads everything headed for the exit and blocks what the rules say must not go. One legendary in a trade, or someone quietly boxing up your entire rare collection at 3 in the morning. That That's data loss prevention, a system that inspects what's leaving and stops the leak before it happens, by rule, not by mood. One more thing the system knows. Where a Pokemon was caught changes what it is. Catch the same species in another region, and it comes out different. Different form, different rules, governed by the place it came from. Data works the same way. Where it lives and where it was collected decides whose laws it answers to, and some of it is not allowed to cross the border at all. Last piece. Who's actually responsible for all this? Because it is never just you. You are the owner. You decide the Rattata is public and Mew is one of a kind. You set the labels, you set the rules, and when something leaks, the responsibility lands on you. Bill runs the storage system. He keeps the boxes online, backs them up, repairs them after a storm, but he does not decide what's rare, and he does not open your boxes. He's the custodian. He guards the thing without owning the thing. And when you hand your party to the nurse at the counter, she handles your Pokemon on your behalf for one agreed purpose: heal them, hand them back. She doesn't get to trade your Pikachu, study it, or keep a copy. You decided the purpose. She performs the handling. That's the controller and the processor, the one who decides why data is handled, and the one who handles it under those instructions and nothing more. When she hands the party back, everything the counter knew about it should be gone. One thing today did not cover. Proving the trainer on the other end of the trade line is who they claim to be. The identity question, that's a different lesson. Today was the goods themselves. If you remember nothing else, sort first. The label decides the lock. Boxes are data at rest. Scramble them. The trade line is data in transit. Seal it. Battle is data in use. Expose the minimum for the minimum time. The silhouette is masking. Show the sliver, never the whole. The doll is tokenization. The stand-in circulates. The real one never leaves the vault. The flag on Mew is data loss prevention. The exit is watched by rule. The regional form is sovereignty. Where it lives decides whose rules it follows. You own. Bill keeps. The nurse processes. Label your legendaries. Lock your boxes. And never trade the real one when a doll will do.